Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on NZDJPY. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, NZDJPY is sitting around a strong support area, many rejections from it, and since price is retesting it, we'll be looking for buy setups. Unless, of course, we have an aggressive candle close below it, then this support would become a resistance, and the movement till our next rejection zone will be expected, which is a demand area as we had an aggressive movement upward from it. But anyway, let's take it step by step, right? Around the support area, that's why we'll zoom into lower time frames to look for buy setups. If we zoom into H4 time frame, we can see that NZDJPY has been overall bearish after breaking below this low. Price started to make lower highs and lower lows, right? So here was our previous high, then price made a lower high and this lower high. So for the buyers to take over, even though we're around the support area, we will not buy blindly. We always wait for extra confirmation and we want the buyers to kick in before we enter the buy. That's why we'll be waiting for a candle close above this previous high. And if we zoom into H1 time frame, we can see that we've got a channel and price formed this channel by connecting these swings. So we'll be waiting for the buyers as mentioned previously to kick in to enter the buy, which we'll be waiting for a candle close above this previous swing high, which would also be a break above the upper trend line in orange. Then and only then we'll be entering the position or the buy as a DJPY. The stop loss would be just below the previous swing low, which can be here, or if price forms a new swing low around this area. And we always target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, which would be around the upper resistance in blue, around 78, 78.5. Before we continue, I want to tell you about TICKMILL. TICKMILL is established in 2014 and is one of the leading Forex and CFD brokers with registered users from more than 200 different countries. TICKMILL is a no-dealing desk and ECN broker regulated in many countries like the UK, Cyprus, and recently in South Africa. With TICKMILL, you can trade a wide range of instruments, starting from Forex to indices, commodities, and even crypto. Most importantly, with very low spreads and trading fees. If you don't have an account yet, make sure to create one using my referral link in the description below to benefit from 5% discounts on your trading fees. And let's continue. As we clearly see, the XY has been overall bullish for a while, making higher lows and higher highs, trading inside this rising brown channel. However, it's approaching a resistance area. We can see many rejections from it previously, and it's currently acting as a resistance. That's why we'll be looking for sell setup starting from here, unless, of course, this resistance is broken upward, and the next resistance would be around the upper bound of the black channel, which is the upper brown trend line acting as a non-horizontal resistance. And we also have a horizontal resistance around 98.5. We've got many rejections from it previously, and it would be like impulse, correction, impulse, and we are currently in this impulse phase. So we'll be looking for sell setups around this area, which would be an overbought area. However, as mentioned previously, since price is approaching this resistance, we'll be looking for sell setups, and as price approaches the lower bound, lower brown trend line and this blue support, we'll be looking for trend following buy setups. Now, if we zoom into H1 time frame, you can see that the XY is overall bullish, trading inside this short-term red channel. So we are bullish and you don't want to sell a bullish market, right? However, since we are approaching a resistance area, we are looking for sell setups, and I insist on the word looking. So we want the sellers to prove to us that they are strong enough to take over by breaking below the previous low. As you can see, price is making higher lows, and for our conditions to be met, we'll be waiting for the XY to form a new swing low around the lower trend line, and then and only then we'll be selling on its break downward. And of course, price can still trade higher and dive inside this resistance and form one more low before breaking it downward. So always wait extra confirmation and trigger, and meanwhile until the sellers take over by breaking below the previous low. As mentioned in these two possible scenarios, the XY would be overall bullish and can still trade in an aggressive manner above this resistance, and then as mentioned previously from daily, the movement around the upper bound of the channel would be expected. That's it for the XY. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.